So hello everyone, welcome back to another lesson on Python hands-on. So in today's lessons, we are going to learn or we are going to understand how to read a CSV file and how to write a CSV file. Okay, so CSV file is a comma separated file and that is most commonly used as tabular data format or tabular data structure. So as you can see, this is the format of data, and CSV file is very important if you are doing some more data analytical work, or maybe if you are more handling the file operations, okay, like saving the file, reading the files in more formatted way. Okay, so it's a comma separated values. Okay, so you can see that is full form of CSV, comma separated values. Okay, fine. So now we are going to write code and we are going to see hands-on on this. Okay, so this was our last video. We have covered on file handling, like write to file. Okay, so now I'm going to create one file called csv handling. CSV file handling, we can write anything that is not any. Okay, and then py. Fine. So previous video we have till now we have covered only the file handling of the text file. Okay, but for reading or writing for CSV file, there is some predefined modules. Okay, and that is called CSV, that is available. So how to import some modules in Python? Call import. Okay, and then CSV. Okay, so this is our modules to read and write CSV operations. So just like in normal txt file operation, we haven't done any, as you can see here. Let me show you. Just like here, there is no any extra modules for reading the text file, right, or writing the text file. But in case of CSV file, there is some already predefined modules inbuilt in module, that is called CSV. Now we have to, let's create some file. Okay, so here we are going to create some file called test. Okay, or test, what we can say. Yeah, let's write the same example dot csv. Okay, and inside let's copy some data. I'm going to copy some data here. Okay, fine. So these are data available in this CSV file. Okay, so now close this one. So there is some extra work we have to do other than normal text file. Okay, first let's define the file path, or which CSV file we have to read here. So it's a call example.csv. Okay, so you can see here this one we are talking about. And then after, if you are write better code, so we have to use try catch. Okay, and then except. Okay, and except, what we have to do, we have to handle file handling operation. File not found error, this should be our first error, should be handled, and then we should print the file does not exist, right? Pass the file name here. What is the file name? That is file path. Fine. Now let's call some other exceptions, that is called exception as e print and then call the exception handling object. So we are going to use with that will handle everything. Then method is same, call open method, and then we have to file opening is same. Okay, so file path, and we are going to open it reading mode as file. For here it will not only work on this, right? So then what is use of, we cannot do like file dot read here. Okay, there might be some error. Okay, in this case, because if you are using like that, it's a normal txt file, then this there won't be any use of CSV. So then we have to create object of this CSV file, and then we have to parse this file inside this CSV model. Okay, so how we can do that? So let's first create the CSV file reader. CSV reader object. Okay, and then call CSV normal reader, any variable name, and then which one? CSV dot reader. You can see there is many method available. So then inside this one you have to file object. Okay, for this one, and then with the help of loop you can iterate. Iterate each row in the CSV file. Okay, so we are going to do here, and then how we can do, so just call the for loop, then create some variable called row, and then in we have to call this reader CSV reader. Okay, and then print this one, print row. Okay, so it's already done. Let's call the syntax python 3 then file name. What is file name? CSV underscore file, this one, right? So let's hit enter. So this is our output. You can see this output is a type of list, right? So let's also check, is this, what is the type of this? Type of row. Okay, okay, so you can see each row is a type of list. Okay, with the help of this we can create. So make sure every time we have to create the CSV file object, okay, reader object we have to create. Not like directly we cannot call the file. It will treat it as a normal file. Okay. So this one, and if there is something to have to call, you can call as a column. Obviously you can see the first is header file, sorry, not header file, data, right? So column name we can say the first 0 row 0 will be treated as column name, and then rest of the data, anything that could be based on the data available. Okay, so this is our output. Similarly, how we can write, so this was for reading, right? Reading the CSV file. And if you want to write, how you can do, just you have to do same thing, just okay. But now we have to call here writing mode, right? Everything is, let's call the writer object. Now we have to call writer, right? Now, and we could create new file, okay, to see how everything is working. Okay, so let's create the file, and here we are going to example1. Okay, we are going to in write mode. Writer is already there, opening mode. Now we do not have to iterate over, right? Because we are going to write content. So file writer is now ready. How we can write? So let's write first thing dot. So it is called write row. And how we can do that? So it means adding one columns, right? So call this function, and now you can define some list. So I have already defined this list. Okay, so let's copy this and paste it here. Okay, so this one, again, if you want to define more data in this CSV file, okay, how you can do that? Again, you can copy paste, okay, and then paste inside this one. You can see all our list. Okay, list have 3 items. This one, this, and this will also handle. So you can comment it here just for organize code properly. Write the data to the CSV, right? And what is our name? Example1.csv, right? So everything, let's make it same. Run again. Okay, so let's see the file. What is our file? Example1, right? Example1.csv. Okay, yeah, oh, this one. Okay, fine. So you can see this is the data. Fine. So this way we can write data to CSV file. One more approach is like if you want to define some list of rows. Okay, so if you want to, because if you want to write one row at a time, right? If you want to do multiple, so maybe we have to define data like this, right? It might be data equal to something like, inside this we have to create multiple, right, column like that we can create. I have already defined one data was the same, just for saving the time. Okay, this is not working to write again. Okay, so what we are going to do, we can call everything, not call, we can copy everything, write it here. Okay, if you want to know more, so let me show you typing. Okay, so I'm going to define 3 column name. Okay, is, let's say, profession. Right, this one is here, we are closing, so it's a nested list. Right, so we can define more data like this, so it will be comma separated. You can write any data, I'm not going to take any some data to save time. Let's 1 2 3, anything you could write. Okay, so now how we can do that, just call the subject, and one time you can write like write rows. Okay, so it for writing multiple rows, and just call the data, pass in the inside this function. Now just have to close this one. Okay, and write, we are calling write, so every time it will overwrite the previous content. Fine, let's clear this. Okay, so this one, let's see the result. Okay, so you can see the result, what are the output. Fine, so this is a very simple approach, or this is a very simple way to writing or reading CSV file. Also, you can see, if you are reading the file and if you want to test some data, okay, so you can test, you can check comparison based on the row, you can perform anything, right? If you want to check you want to write some conditions, some comparisons, anything you could do from this one, because line by line you are able to read the data of the CSV file in this format. Okay, so that's all everyone for this video. If this video is helpful, please do like and subscribe, and also stay tuned for new coming video. Okay, so thank you for watching.